Bad boy for life.
Boxingego here. I'm with my man Joey Spencer, fresh out of Michigan. How you doing today?
How you guys feeling?
Good. Now, how old are you again?
I'm 16.
Still 16?
Still 16. I turned 17 in March. So.
Pisces or Aries?
What's that?
Are you a Pisces or Aries?
Bro, I don't even. I don't know what that.
When's your date?
March 24th.
My birthday's the 25th. You're
Is it really?
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
You're an Aries.
Okay.
So you're stubborn, because I'm an Aries.
I'm very stubborn.
See? Now, speaking of stubborn, there's one thing you're focused on, and that's your career.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're in the Virgil Hunter gym. Just what'd you do today? Light workout?
Yeah, a little light workout. Just, getting ready to get, some sparring in on Sunday. It'll be the third time, I've sparred this week. So just getting ready to get it in then. So get a little light workout.
Now, in case they missed our earlier interviews, tell the fans a little bit about your amateur career. We were just talking about you were in Russia.
Yeah,
tell us a little bit about that.
I'm a 9-time U.S. national champion. Been ranked #1 in the country for the last 2 years and traveled with the world team for the last 2 years. I've been overseas. I've done all that. So yeah, I've had a pretty long, extensive amateur career so far.
And when did you start boxing?
I started boxing. I had my first fight when I was 9 years old. But
your first fight was at 9?
My first fight.
Oh,
fight
wow.
was at 9. But I started fighting. My dad started teaching me how to box when I was like maybe 5 or 6. So I started.
Oh, so wow.
Yeah, it was just always part of the family, always part of what I did and part of the the genes.
Now I gotta ask you this, because you're from the Midwest, you're from Michigan, and Claressa Shields is from Flint, Michigan.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know Claressa? They just announced she's gonna be the first woman to headline a premium network, so she's on Showtime.
Your video, and
Oh, you seen it?
I'm extremely happy for her. She deserves it. You know what I mean? I've been in the gym. I've sparred with her. I've done it all with her.
So you're the second male that has told me that. So she just spars with.
Yeah. She spars with men. I've seen her drop men.
You seen her drop men?
I've seen her drop men. I've been
good sized men too.
Bigger men than her.
Absolutely. Oh wow.
I mean, I've seen guys. There was one guy. It's actually a funny story, but I saw a guy come in the gym one time. And we grew up. I mean, I grew up going to that gym, Burson Fieldhouse in Flint, Michigan, with my buddies, with my buddy Leon Lawson, getting sparring with him. He's like my brother. He's a national champion. He's been traveling with the team too. But we used to go there, and I remember one time, there's this group of fighters came in, and they were looking for some work. The coach and Claressa, they were always, they're used to sparring guys. She spars guys in the gym all the time, and it's nothing new to her. But when this guy came in, he was real cocky, and you could tell, he was like, I want some work, you know what I mean? And so the coach was like, okay, you're working with Claressa. He looked at her and laughed, he was like, I'm not sparring with a girl, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna spar with a girl. And she got in there with her, she got in there with him, and within probably 2 rounds, bop, overhand right, that guy's eyes rolled back and he got out of the ring. It was done.
Oh, so I was thinking she knocked him down. You're saying she was really hurt him.
Stopped him.
What?
They got him out of that ring.
His eyes were rolling in the back?
Like he was like, oh, he did not.
Was he a fighter?
Oh yeah, he was a fighter.
Wow, so she's real
he was
deal.
A fighter, yeah. But I've also seen, if Claressa's the type of, just like if you got in there with a elite caliber male and he got in there with like a beginner male, it's the same thing as getting in with Claressa. If you can't handle yourself, she's, I've been in it with her once or twice, and she is harder than any guy I've ever been with to this day.
So the gender doesn't matter. It's about technique and hunger.
It's the way she throws her shot. She's a beast. Absolutely.
That's dope.
And
So
I'm proud of her for sure.
definitely congratulations on the Showtime deal, main
Yeah,
eventing.
absolutely.
That's
Great.
big news for women's boxing.
Yeah,
So
gotta
when
take that over.
she went to the Olympics, the Rio Olympics, and then she did a two-peat, got a second gold medal. So you weren't surprised. This is what you've known from her.
Yeah, she's always just been a hard worker. In the beginning, I remember when she went to her first Olympics, when she started traveling to make the Olympic team, she only had like 12 to 15 fights, if I remember correctly, because she couldn't get any fights around locally at all. Never got fights. She had to go to a national championship. If she go to a national championship, she might get one fight. And people would, either avoid
Like
her.
they were ducking her?
There was definitely some of that, but
Like
then
people didn't
also
wanna match
just
their person with
locally,
The talent pool?
There weren't a lot of girls locally, but then when she'd even go to national championships, if someone knew she was coming, they'd jump weight classes, they'd go all over the place. She was feared for sure. So then she was very underexperienced. She was fighting people from overseas in the first Olympics with, 60, 70 fights, 80 fights, and she beat them all. She's only ever.
So she almost, out of necessity, had to learn on the job because there's a limited talent pool.
Right. That's what was so spectacular
Locally.
about what she did. You know what I mean? She wasn't this. She didn't have the experience that all these overseas fighters had, but she still went in and got it done. Not
Twice.
just once, but twice.
Definitely good. So we're definitely proud of Claressa.
Absolutely.
Now, is that the fight culture is pretty good in the Midwest, in Michigan particularly? I know Midwest has a lot of good fighters.
There's a lot of good vibes out there as far as fighting. As far as the training out there, it's almost like, especially in the Detroit and Flint area, it's just a lot of, you're helping each other get better. You know what I mean? And there was wars and trash talk and just like there is out here, but it was a special bond that we had, with the surrounding gyms. And we'd go in and, we'd get work in, and it was just it was just a really competitive, but it wasn't bad blood. You know what I mean? But it was, you had to fight your way in and fight your way out, and it was a special
Now, you're
thing.
pretty mild-mannered. You do the trash talking? Do you ever get in the trenches and you're like, oh, you got...
In the ring, yes. I rarely outside of the ring talk, but if you...
So that's how to get it out?
If it gets heated enough in the ring, I might start talking about it.
So what do you say? Just give me an example. I want to know what type of stuff you're saying.
It's more like...
Like if you hit him with a good shot or something?
Whether I hit him with a good shot or just I'll let him know I'm coming, you know what I mean?
Because you're always so chill, so I want to know, I want to hear.
If I'm maybe in the clinch, I'll tell him he can't hit or, something like that.
Okay.
I'm not cocky at all. This is in a very heated situation.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Where other than that, I'm very respectful to my, opponents. And
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
but
definitely.
If it gets heated, then I might start talking a little bit for sure. But
All right, I like that.
that's what's fun about it.